Okay, it's Mario once again, and this is a continuation to this all these videos that I'm making today, Sunday, 28 December 2025, on this Hughes 500. This motor just seized, as I mentioned in my last video. This is a DC brush motor, Mabuchi type motor that just gave out. I think it says Japan Mabuchi. HPI. No, it says HPI. Japan is this motor. So there's no point replacing the motor, but in this particular video, what I want to do is I want to give a tip to anybody that feels tempted on removing the end bell here. I've done this so many times, and I think it's a must to share these tips, with people that may not be familiar with this, that may be tempted on removing this, that just don't know how to do this. The obvious thing is to hold the motor here with your hand if you're lazy, and try to pry it open. Imagine my hand holding the motor like that, and then coming with my other hand. I have to hold my camera here and prying this. There's a chance that this may slip, and it has happened to me on smaller motors where I can pry this open, and I find out that the case is the steel is really hard. Some of the cases are soft. You can do this with your hand if you're careful, and if your mind is on not letting this slip. But if that slips and your hand is holding the motor, you're gonna have a nice cut on your finger. um, and it's not it's it's very painful. So I recommend that you support the motor on a vise. Let the vise be the sacrificial thing, not your hand. And then you can come back and then just put a little more pressure on these tabs, especially if you have a hardened case like these here, or hard steel. And then you can lift that tab up, and there are two tabs on these motors typically, and then once you get those out, you can remove the end bell here. Basically, that's my tip here. Anyway, I want to show you what happens when these things seize. So what happens when the motor seizes? I mean, when the motor gets going, this is going, and this is building up enough momentum here on the rotor head, and when this seizes, just basically locks the motor. And this rotor wanting to keep going, it's going to put pressure on these teeth, and I actually lost a few of them while trying to get this to fly again. It could also be that the plastic is also a little bit brittle from so many years. I do see some kind of powdery stuff on this material. These are basically stuck gear products from stock gear, stock drive gears from a company here in the States, in New Jersey, I believe they used to be. I used to get